Hi there. If you're familiar with webinar software, then you know the impact it can have on your business. And if you're familiar with some of the more popular ones like WebEx and GoToMeeting, then you know the high costs associated with these programs, sometimes out of reach for some people. Well, give me just a couple of minutes and I'll demonstrate for you brand new audio-video conferencing technology, and I'll show you at the end how you can get this for half off its regular retail price. Okay, let's pick it up from here. Right now I'm showing you how you can hide, remove basically the chat boards. There's a general chat board and a questions board, and you can remove the visitors list. So you can hide that from the visitors. It's visible to you as the host. When you turn off these boards, you'll notice that your video stream encompasses the full storyboard area or the stage. And of course, then once you turn on the general chat and questions board again, your video will then resize dynamically to the storyboard. Let's say you want to bring a second person onto the storyboard or the stage and have a two-way conversation. You can do that. How about adding a third person and have a three-way audio and video session, letting the visitors enjoy that? You can do that. You can add a fourth person to the conversation. Let's bring on a fifth person. In fact, you can add up to 10 different people simultaneously streaming their videos. And then when you resize the stage area, you'll notice that each video then fills out, dynamically changes to encompass the storyboard or the stage area. And of course, you can then reduce the stage area, thereby reducing the size of the videos as well. And then simply click the remove button to remove people from the storyboard when you just want to do the presentation all by yourself. Speaking of presentations, let's take a look at the presentation tab that allows you to show PowerPoint presentations. So clicking the add button, you can then locate PowerPoints on your computer and add them to your webinar software. You can resize the stage area to accommodate your PowerPoint, and then just simply double click your PowerPoint title when you're ready to show your PowerPoint, and then everyone will see your PowerPoints, and just advance the slides accordingly. One of the more popular features in webinar software, and not all webinar software has it, but we do, and it's desktop sharing. Once you engage the desktop sharing application, whatever you are doing on your computer will be seen by the people inside of your webinar room. So if you're inside your private members area, then people will be able to see what's going on inside your private members area. If you want to surf a website, let them see the website, you can do that, or you can actually show them all the programs and icons on your desktop. Desktop sharing is a fantastic tool to share what's happening on your computer. Let's take a look for a minute at our Blackboard. Now, if you're familiar with Whiteboard, then you will appreciate our Blackboard. Blackboard is simply that. It's black. That's why we've called it a blackboard. Now you have several options available in here. This option is a freehand option that will allow you to use your mouse like a pointer, like a pencil, and draw randomly. You can also choose predefined shapes and sizes. So you can choose the square or rectangle tool, change the color, and then draw your squares or rectangles. Same thing is true with the circle option. You can change color and then draw different size circles if you want to do pie charts or things like that. We also have a text tool. Now I skipped over one button there. I'll get to that one in a moment. The text tool will allow you to resize your font, and then of course to choose your font. You can also change the color of the font, but I'm going to leave it blue for now. You can also bold or italicize your font. Then just simply click on the Blackboard and begin typing with your keyboard, and everyone will see the message that you've typed. Now the button that I skipped over, it's the eraser tool. So you may want to erase portions or part of the Blackboard without erasing everything. You can do that. But if you want to quickly clear the whole board, simply click on clear, and you can start with a fresh, clean storyboard. Now let's take a look for a moment at private messaging. You can send private messages to people in the room with you. Anyone can send private messages by simply right-clicking on a person's name and then sending a private message to that person. And then of course you can also remove that option by clicking the X next to their name, and you can then go about your presentation. And of course, if someone sends you a private message, you'll see that it will pop up just like this one did from Sharon, and then you can simply reply to Sharon or to the person sending you the message. And of course, then as you see, people are sending me messages right now, so you see them pop up. So you can actually have multiple private messages going on at the same time. Now also keep in mind that at the beginning I did say that you could turn off the private messaging. So if you don't want people sending you or sending each other private messages, then you can turn that off. Let's take a quick look at the questions board, because this is a very powerful feature within our audio video conference program. Let's say you want people to type their comments and questions and you want to screen those. So you could turn off the general chat board and not allowing people to use that board, forcing people to type their questions and making their comments within the questions board area. When they do that, only you, the host, will see what gets written. Unless you notice here where it says visible, if you add a check mark to this box, then that will make the questions or comment visible to everyone else in the room. So you control what gets seen and what does not. And if you want to reply to a comment or question using text, then you can simply do that by clicking the reply button and hitting the enter. And then you'll notice that the comment that I posted gets listed beneath the question that was asked. So it groups things together, keeps everything together for better reading and understanding. And again, remember, you control what gets seen and what doesn't. You can turn off the questions board. You can also save your text chat for later review or to send out to people. Now, there are other things that we're doing with audio video conference, and I'd be happy to share all those things with you. We're going to be adding a unique registration process where you can have people register and they'll get their own unique password for the webinar, and you'll have an autoresponder system where you can follow up with those people who register for your webinar. We're adding a whole lot more things, like we're going to change the blackboard, so if you want to use a whiteboard, you'll have a white background. We're going to be adding recording options if you want to be able to record video and record audio, and we've got some nice things coming with that. Bye bye.